From Texoma's news leader, local, in-depth, community. You're watching KFDX3 News at 6 in high definition.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us. I'm Gwen Bevel.
And I'm Daryl Franklin. And for Doug, a Walmart employee in Wichita Falls is recovering after being taken to the emergency room this morning when Freon leaked into the stock room.
It also spread into the shopping areas of the store over on Lawrence Road. Samaria Terry has been following this story today and joins us now with more.
Yeah, the Wichita Falls Fire Chief John Reese says the fire department was alerted around 8:30 a.m. that the coolant chemical had leaked and employees may have been exposed to it.
According to Wichita Falls Fire Chief John Reese, the Freon leak happened when an employee slipped and fell on a line to a freezer, causing it to break. Reese says at that point a large amount of Freon was released in the stockroom and into the store, burning the employee and sending him to the hospital for non-life-threatening injuries. Officials ordered the entire building to be evacuated as a precaution.
When you have a release of a gas like that, even though it may be harmless in the state as it's drifting, it could be an inhalation hazard, but we wanted to make sure that we got everybody out while the leak was being stopped, contained and stopped, and then repaired.
While Freon is contained in lines under high pressure, it's not cold, but when it's released through an opening, it can cause freezing burns and be harmful to inhale.
If you released it in this room, it would displace the oxygen and be an asphyxiant. But the other hazard, of course, is the cold, or the cold freeze. Freezing burn.
And Reese says Walmart has a lot of refrigeration and Freon, but coolant chemicals today are much safer.
In my career, we haven't had but just a handful of these, and never one like this. But today's refrigerant, the R22, is just one of the safer ones.
According to Reese, the employee that was burned was treated at the hospital, and a few employees were treated at the scene. He also told us it took about an hour to get the leak contained, and then employees and customers were allowed back in the store. Now, we reached out to Walmart for a statement and update on the employee. We're still waiting to hear back from them.
Okay, Samaria, thank you very much for that report.
A 30-year-old Waurika man is jailed after being charged in a formerly sealed indictment of sexually assaulting an 8-year-old girl in 2014.
Jonathan Simon has a bond of $100,000 for aggravated sexual assault of a child. Records show he'd been jailed in Oklahoma for other charges after the alleged assault. According to the warrant and affidavit, the assault occurred in a home on 9th Street in Wichita Falls. Police responded to the emergency room and interviewed the mother and later the girl. The girl told forensic interviewers she'd been in bed with siblings when Simon came in and got into bed with her and began to molest and then assault her. She says she climbed out of that bed and went to find and tell her mother.
Wichita Falls city leaders will set a tax rate and approve the next budget next Tuesday. And to balance that budget, 14 full-time positions are being eliminated.
Kenzie Meek-Beck joins us now with what positions are going to be cut. Also, though, what exactly do they want to do with that money saved?
The goal is not only to save hundreds of thousands of dollars, but also to enable the city to provide cost of living increases to remaining employees.
The Wichita Falls general fund revenue remained stagnant. One factor, a drop in sales tax revenue. So city staff had to find ways to make up that difference.
The city manager discussed with his department directors that we needed to take a very close look at staffing levels.
There will be 14 full-time city positions eliminated, along with a handful of part-time positions, which Deputy City Manager Jim Dockery estimates will save the city around $600,000 to $700,000. A few of those full-time roles include a traffic control technician, one position in building inspection, a few civilian positions in the police department, as well as a few employees in the streets division.
And that helped free up some money, so to speak, for a recommended cost of living adjustment of 1.5% to the employees.
One of the reasons the city is also looking at job cuts is to have competitive salaries compared to other cities.
We have to stay competitive because we do lose a lot of our guys to other cities, especially in the water sewer division, for example. We pay to get those guys licensed through the TCQ, and then they can go to the Metroplex and make a lot more money.
But Dockery and Public Works Department head Russell Schreiber both recognize that current employees will have to provide the same services with less help.
We're staffed where we need to be. We're probably understaffed in a lot of areas in all actuality, but we still get the job done.
Cutting back in some areas in an attempt to retain and gain qualified employees while in a year of slow revenue growth.
Schreiber and Dockery said many of the positions being eliminated are currently vacant and department heads are reorganizing current staffing to make up for those cuts.
All right, Kenzie, thank you.
With little debate or dissent, Montague County Commissioners this morning approved a mass gathering permit for the upcoming Rednecks with Paychecks. It's an event outside St. Joe.
Health and safety codes in the county now require a permit for any events attracting 2,500 or more people.
In the past, more than 10,000 people have attended the event, which will be held this year, September 29th through October 2nd. The state fire marshal recommended several changes to increase safety at the off-road mudding event, which has seen 3 fatalities in the past 2 years. There have also been scores of arrests for DWI, disorderly conduct, assaults, and other charges. The event organizer this year has made the park off limits to anyone under 18 years of age.
I just want to, run a straight-laced event and abide by the law and make everybody happy. It's not for everyone. I mean, it's almost like a NASCAR race, people come out for the camaraderie. They like to cook out. And, people think they don't want to get muddy. Well, probably 90% of the people out there don't get muddy, It's just a people-watching event, music. I always say if you come out there broke, if you got a smile and a good attitude, you'll eat the best food and drink for free, and it's all about everybody out there for the most part is pretty good people and just kind of get away from reality.
Other changes or requirements will be a fence around the stage, minimum 20-foot wide roadways, and fire extinguishers at all food vending sites. Morse told commissioners all requirements will be in place by opening day, September 29th.
Well, the day is almost here when generous donors from all over the area will come together to raise funds for more than 140 nonprofits during the first ever Texoma Gives.
It starts bright and early in the morning at 6 o'clock, goes all day until 10 p.m. Anna Marie Arberg joins us now from the kitchen at the kickoff party where there's a real excitement.
Daryl and Gwen, there's live music, food, drinks, and they're also having raffles. Now there are various nonprofits here, as well as it's open to the public, so anyone can come and join in on the fun to help them kick off the big day. An online initiative that aims to help 146 nonprofits from North Texas and Southern Oklahoma in one day.
Getting people excited about giving, and it's just 16 hours. Every nonprofit that signed up to participate has their own page on the website.
The Wichita Falls Area Community Foundation is partnering with nonprofits from all over a 24-county area. And members on the Texoma Gives Task Force are anticipating success.
Our goal is $750,000, and we believe we'll surpass that here in the next couple days.
The event aims to recruit younger donors and awareness for Texoma nonprofits in need. Organizers also hope it will help bring donors into the digital age, since you can make a contribution online.
Who was doing online banking 7 years ago, 5 years ago? And now, almost everyone does. So isn't that going to be the future of giving to nonprofits?
It's not strictly online, though. You're welcome to stop by your nonprofit of choice and give cash or check. And every donation can truly make a difference in so many lives.
Well, just imagine if everyone who lived, worked, and played in this 24-county area of Texoma, if everyone donated to a nonprofit that day. Imagine how many people's lives that would affect.
Though tomorrow will be the first ever Texoma Gives Day, it's an event organizers hope to continue for many years to come. There are going to be events going on all day tomorrow. Downtown Proud, along with other nonprofits, will be hosting a concert at Park Central at 8th and Spot. You can find much more information over at texomashomepage.com.
All right, it's going to be a great day. Thank you, Anna Marie.
Big success. Donations will also be able to be dropped off at the Wichita Falls Area Community Foundation right there in Parker Square. Well, stick around. Kevin has your forecast next.
And then later, with the candidate's health becoming a central focus of the White House race this week, Donald Trump for the first time handed over some of his medical records. A look at that still to come.